Hey boys and girls, this is CSEA the Reaper, also known as CSEA Gaming. Today I will be bringing you a brand new video. Today we will be discussing the Velvet Shell mid-season reinforcements. This is basically for the new people that came to Rainbow Six, or the people that don't really pay attention in the Rainbow Six newsfeed. So, first on discussion is Glaz, which everybody knows, but I want to go over it anyways. In my opinion, he's one of the most OP characters in the game now. They gave him a thermal sight because they felt like he wasn't getting his full potential because it was so hard for people to see the enemies through the scope at a distance. So they made it to where the thermal sight literally makes them glow a bright yellow. It does have a downfall because once a person is down or dead, they don't stop glowing yellow, so it makes it hard to know who's alive and who isn't. So, and not only that, he can see through smoke, but that's realistic for you. He can see through smokes, canisters, and also the bolts from Capital. Then you have the health program. They did this specifically for Doc because he used to go only 120 overheal. Now he can go up to 140, which is good because he's a good support character and he can heal your teammates. What makes him so good. But people also use him as a spawn killer too. They overheal themselves. But I mean, it's part of the game. Coming up with your own strategies. So yeah. Doc can now heal up to 140. Then they came out with Twitch, her elite uniform, which I've been waiting for a long time because I use her a lot. She doesn't look that bad, but she's French, you know, so she's got freckles. They could have done better at what design her face was because no one's ever seen it because it had that ski mask over it. Then you have Buck. Hang on. Buck gets an extra magazine for his skeleton key because they felt like it sometimes ran out of ammo too quick because he was a breacher. He breached through wood walls that weren't reinforced, or straight up when he's blowing down doors, he just didn't get enough ammo. Then the red dot reflex sight and hollow sight reticle sizes are getting smaller. Due to the alignment of sights in the Velvet Shell update that brought many of the sights closer, we saw immediate feedback from the community that the reticles of many sights were back to being too large. So they corrected this, and the reticle sizes will now be less obstructive when ADSing to allow for better precision and vision. Personal favorite right here, because I hated when people used Buck's DMR and sprayed me down with like an assault rifle. And they did this, they nerfed it. They nerfed the DMR's trigger rate to prevent rapid firing. The DMR's maximum trigger rate was lower to prevent very rapid firing. This change was made because the maximum trigger rate was too high. Some people were able to click so fast on their mouse that it turned the DMR into a fully automatic AR. We felt like that was too strong. Okay, moving on to Echo, which I thought was one of the most useless character in the game because all he had going for him was his drone. Because his gun was so weak because they already put a silencer on it. So Echo's MP5 SD2 does more damage at medium range. They buffed the MP5 SD2's damage at medium range. They felt like the weapon's damage was superb because of its integrated silencer. Before the patch, the gun dealt 25 damage from 0 to 10 meters, then fell to its lowest damage at 14. It now has 29 damage, 0 to 15 meters, then falls off to 14 damage at 20 meters. Thermite, never used them as much because his recoil was too bad. So They buffed that. The 5.56 XI's recoil was been tweaked to make it easier to control. The weapon's personality was not changed, but you should have an easier time at being more precise with it. Caveira's pistol delusion damage drop off was tweaked. Caveira's illusion damage has been buffed at medium range encounters pre-patched. The damage went from 70 damage at 7 meters down to 20 damage at 18 meters. Now it gets from 70 damage at 7 meters to 35 damage at 18 meters. It then falls down to 20 damage at 24 meters. We felt like Caveira's signature weapon damage drop-off was too sharp and made it hard for players to understand what range is lethal and which isn't. It is now as good or better at all ranges than the standard PRB92. Now for Jackal C7E recoil. Yeah, they balanced it. They increased the recoil of the C7E. They felt like it was way too accurate and had no downsides. It is now harder to control for a prolonged full automatic fire, and which I'm kind of glad, because a lot of people use Jackal, which was ridiculous. I mean, the damage on his gun was so strong. Now to finish up this video, we're going to talk about Capital's Para 308. It got a recoil buff. They buffed the Para 308's recoil. A lot of the Pro League players expressed how hard it was to control this weapon, and it felt they were absolutely right. So now it sways less and less to the left hand side. So if y'all enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Have a good